Welcome to our channel. We Answer. This is Watson from We Answer channel. We are going to do a chalkboard drawing today of animals and wildlife and people sometimes. So now this picture you see here in the blackboard is a fox. We did last time. So now I'm gonna erase this one, and I'm going to draw a new one, a new portrait of this rabbit. The front view of a rabbit, if you can recognize it. You can tell this is a big ears. These are big ears. There's her eyes on both sides. So this is the rabbit. Now a lot in the spring you can find in Canada where I live now. So a lot of rabbits, yeah, here and there in all the apartment and the house. After the long cold winter, not really cold, just a spring is coming now. I think that's why you can see a lot of them. Okay, so we're gonna draw this rabbit, and we are going to remove this one and make a new one. Okay, so let me welcome everybody. Greeting. Let me greet everyone here today, tonight. My time is tonight. Okay, so we're going to draw this rabbit. So before do that, we erase this fox. We'll move him away, move it away. Gonna erase it, and then we gonna draw a new one. So let me plug all the equipment. Okay, I have a steady power supply, so I will not lose my power during my live stream. That happens several times, which destroy or interrupt our live stream because running out of power. So I'm sorry, I have to. All right. So this is, and I have some power here as well. Okay, all set. Now I'm going to take this fox out of this blackboard and move this rabbit to the blackboard here. Okay. So what they say, without further ado, we are going to do it now. Okay. It's a beautiful fox. Anyway, he's gonna go, she's gonna leave. So you can wipe a little bit by little. You see, still very alive, very much alive. So nice looking. So now I am erasing, ask him home. So he's disappeared now. Okay, so fast. Okay, so I see you soon. Bye bye. So that's it. It's gone. And then we have to clean up this blackboard a little bit more, clean and nice and warm and ready for this new drawing of rabbit. We're gonna to draw this rabbit on my blackboard. So let's look, have a look of this rabbit. So you see, that's her. I'm gonna to draw this on this blackboard. So this is a reference picture. You see that's very well lit, a very good light setting, studio setting. So his face looking so clear and very interesting front view. Okay, so let me put it here for reference. Now we're gonna to draw this rabbit, and I have make a Benjamin that if I want to draw her face like this big, okay, if I put in the center, so this is the center, so this is her head, about this big. I put a little bit here, so you see the circle is it's a mess, but don't worry. Just make it easy and simple. Okay, don't take too much time. Worry about that. Every line is perfect. No, don't do that. So her eyes, about 1, 2, 3, 1/3. Probably a little bit lower here. So let me see, he got the eyes. I think that's about this big. This is the center. So he got the same size. Let me put down a little bit lower for her ear that we can draw. So right here. So I got her here about this size, the same as big as his face. Okay, so that's the center up here, and then I put her eyes here. We got the eyeball this big. Part of it inside of the hair. We see the front in the front view. So that's the hair. And then he's a big nose here. Goes down like this, like a bubble, right? Okay, so he got her mouth, his nose right here. I think it's about this area. This is the eyes. This is the eyes. So this is the nose. I put the nose here. Yeah. Even there's a lot of rabbits around my neighborhood. I have no chance to take a close look of them because they are so active. They're running everywhere, jumping here and there. We cannot take a close look of it. Okay, so this is a chin right here. And then he got a big jaw like this. here. So there's nothing here. So you got a jaw, big jaw. Not jaw. This what you call this? Very soft muscle. Not muscle, skin. Like a something where most this kind of animal, they keep their food on the jaw here. Okay, so it's right about there. So the shape, I'm trying to get the shape of it. So it's going like this, going down like this, and this. Okay, and this is a body. In the center here. Okay, now this is the top, and now we're gonna to draw her. This I put like this. So how big is her eyes? Let me see. So you got one pencil like this big. Whoa. Oh, so you got a big ear. Oh my God. Even bigger. I give too narrow. Whoa. So I have to make it smaller. I make it short, a little bit short. I move her eyes here. This is the center. To the top of her hair. And then I guess her nose is here. Yeah, it's very messy. It's okay. So that, you know, it's not easy to get the shape, the outline correct. But it's fine because we're drawing with our chalk. That is easy to erase, so easy to modify. If you make any mistake or you want to make a judgment. So I put her eyes here, half here. Why I do that? Why I adjust the size? Because your ear is so big compared to her face. So you want to have enough room for her ears. So I just make some adjustment. So if I put this big, Now I have to put her ears like this high, as much as that high. So these are center. You got the ears stuck here. Oh, there's a big ear. So I have to move up my camera higher. And then I have to move to the other side. Okay, that's really huge. That's a really huge ears. Okay, that will take a lot of time. Okay, I have to make it a little bit like this. Oh, it goes like this and lie down. Turn this way. Okay. Okay, and it's the top. It's the top of her head. Okay, that's the top here. All right, big, because actually not everyone really have a good memory of how a rabbit looks like in front, because they always lay down on the ground and you will not see their face. Okay, so this is complicated here. We can do that later. But just make the basic structure here. Okay, all right. Okay, we spent pretty much time here, more than what we expected in the beginning. But now I think we have a good start. Now let me see if everything all right. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Look nice. proportion. It's good. All right. Okay. Hello, Vince. Looks good. Thank you. Tata Ushi. Yes. Yeah. You were here, yes. Last time, yeah, you asked me a question I just missed. Yeah, you see, you asked me where I'm from. Yes, Nika replied for me. One of our followers, or one of our friends, mentioned that I'm from Taiwan, and now I'm doing my live stream here in Canada. So where are you from? Ushi or Katata Ushi? Probably you're from Japan? Okay. Now I have this ready. Okay. So we have this for reference. It's a nice, well set lighting on this in a studio. This very good picture. So basically, yeah, very good lighting. He have a very good sculpture of her face, of her hair, and with all the details clear. Okay, so now we gonna to make it more dimensional, more 3D. So we have to introduce light and shadow in to our picture now. So I'm trying to find a chalk that is easy to have some. Let me see this one. Okay, this one. That's good. Okay, so now we're gonna to choose a light. Yes, that's right, because we have the outline here, and you see the light looks like both sides are equally lit or equally bright, but actually you can see from the picture it's coming more from the left side. Left, you see they got a light refraction on the top here, so he got the light coming from the left, and I think left front. Okay, so it's on the front left, so the light is coming down like this way. Okay, so now I will make the light, so he got a very bright, very light, bright, well lit, illuminated, right? What they call it? I have hard to explain in English. So the light here, this ear is so bright, and the light is coming from the left side. So the ear on the back, this side is much brighter, but on the ear of this side is darker because this is the inside of the ear. This is the back. So there, she doesn't have a lot of light in this side, but he got a much light on this side. Okay, but on the contrary to this one, so this ear, her inside of her ear in this side are not so bright. Okay, so light's coming from here, so he got this side bright, and the back of this ear is black, it's dark. And this ear here are much lighter, but the inside of the ear are dark. So look at this picture, okay? So he got almost all his left side well lit by the light, and he got, actually because it's a front and very strong, so almost half, more than half, 3 or 4 her face got a very rich light from the front. Okay, so here is so light, but right here there's no less light over there. So this part is black, it's dark. So this side is light, this side, and also on his body here, a very good light here, but it turns black, dark on the middle, or under her face here. So he got a light here, but because he's a sunlight, bright hair here, so you can see that very well. So this side, a little bit light, so it's dark, and that's it. You have a, now we have a basic lighting over there. Okay, so let me adjust it. So you can see, if you squeeze your eyes, you make your eyes a little half open or little open, so you can reduce the light coming into your eyes, so you can simplify all this light and shadow. So you can simply split the light left and right. All the left side direct facing the light source of white, much bright, and the others area that turn away from the light sourcing on the back of the light, it turns to dark. Okay, so this side is dark, so all the left is okay, all the right side is not so bright. Right, easy. So you see, if you have anything like that, so the lights come in the front like this, so all the left side so bright, all the right side are dark, depending on the angle. Okay, because my light is a little bit behind this this box. See if I put more here. Okay, you cannot see. If the light is coming from the front, then it will different feel, different effects of light and shadow. So this rabbit is look like this. Okay, looks like this. All right. Yes, you can see that it's both sides, because if he got only one light sourcing, all this part will be black. Then why you see her right side and think the lights coming both sides? Because in the studio setting, they don't use just one light. If you use one light, all these people black out, nothing there. It's a very different setting. So most of the time, as you take a picture or portrait in the studio, they have the main light and the supplemental light. So the main light is coming from you can say that the first source of the light, and the main and the focus light. So the focus light is here, so this side are bright. and then have a supplemental light to make the dark area a little bit lit, so you have a edge, nice sculpture. So the so the so it looks like more complete in the shape. Otherwise, you only see black and white, light and dark, light, bright, white and black. That's ugly, right? You don't want to divide it by two. So simple. So they have the main source on the left from here, and they got the supplemental lights here. So every time we take picture in the studio, they have some reflection from the bottom or from reflect from the right. So the main light hit your face and hit here, and there's some reflection here. Some of them use very light. What do you call that? Light distributing is so loose, so gentle. It's not focused light, so he will give a very soft light on this area. Okay, so it's like a sculpture. And that will make the portraits more interesting and clear, and something like that. All right. Yes. All right. So we still drew some lights here. We don't leave it black. So there's some light on the right hand side. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna to draw the detail. We have this in mind, and we have just set up, and then now we're gonna move to the next. Now we're going to draw her eyes, and he got a black eyeball, and with a strong light reflection. So let me see, he got eyes like this. First, he got an eyelid here, and he got an eyeball here. And eyeball is so reflective, so it reflects the light from this side. Okay, then this is the top of our eye socket, and then this is a nose here. This is an eyelid there, and he got an eyelid on the bottom. Okay, so you see that this is her eye. Over here, and then he got a very deep eye socket here. This is the eyelid below. Actually, this is more straight, not so. So this is a straight, and he got a very good circle here. Okay, this eyebrow here, and then her nose, her eyes here, and her nose goes this way, and this is her chin, or cheek, and this is the bottom of her eyes. So now we just leave the shape here. And we'll fix the detail later. Face look like that, right? And this a little bit over here and there, and then so he got the eye round like this. If you're drawing bad or don't really okay, of course, yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, everyone got frustration to if they want to finish something, he got some frustrations, he got failed, he got some challenges, and it's so normal. So yes, I feel sometimes I cannot finish my drawing because I have no way to solve the problem, and the outcome I draw is unsatisfied, a lot of problem, and I don't know how to solve. But in my experience, that's all happened in the middle. When you're drawing, it's always happen in the process there. But when you draw more and more, you insist to correct your mistake, to solve your problem, it will come surprisingly good. That you finally solve the problem. Believe me, you will find a way because you have already tried to fix your problem. You feel better there, so you try to make it good. No matter what you do, usually it will bring good results. Okay, so believe you can do that. I hope I understand your question and I answered your question. All right, so this is the other side of the ear, of the eyes. So he got the eyelid here. Yes. So that's why if you do live stream drawing, you will see what really happened when I draw. It's not every time my drawing is perfect. I am fixing the problem. I try to solve the problem. I try to take challenge, and I fail, and I don't get it down well this time as a rabbit, for example. But I will do next time much better because I have a better understanding of her structure and all details. If I draw 10 or 20 or 100 rabbits, and then I will guarantee that I will get less problem of drawing this beautiful rabbit. But if you just draw in the first one, yes, you will come across with a lot of questions, problems, challenges. Okay. So we don't worry about that. So every time you will get some improvement because you have already got some problem and you try to solve it. All the experience finally sit in your mind, in your head, somewhere in storage, in your experience, and you don't know that, but it's there. So next time, you will do much better. So you have experience now. So now I'm building experience. So you have to solve the problem. If there's no problem, it's too easy for you. All right? Okay, so this, the mouse, and I found it got this nose, mouse this big here, and this is the top of her nose. It got a nose like this. This is shiny here, and it got a round like a mushroom nose. Okay, so I just draw like this, make her bill. Okay, keep going, and then I got a hair. Under her nose. This is very interesting part of rabbit. As you see, they got the nose, nostril here, and this is the center. And then he got a mouth right there. So in the first layer, you just focus on the structure, area structure. You divide her face in different areas, like eyes, nose, mouth, and ear. So you treat that each part, the face, more. I don't know how to explain, but that means you treat them different ways. So how's the eyes growing? How's the nose growing? That's how they look like different. Okay, the eyes is different from nose, so the nose is not the same as the mouth. So every facial features got his own structure and shadow function, whatever. So now I'm checking the proportion. I don't want to make it. Okay, so let me see. I lost. I'm lost. Okay. Whoa. I think he got a. Yes. Okay. He's got his face too long. Okay. So I need to make her nose a little bit smaller, and I move her okay. So you see now I make mistake with the proportion. I make his nose too low, too big. Okay, so it looks like his face too long. So that's I am trying to fix. Okay. Just a little bit change, and I hope it won't become a disaster. Okay, so you see the nose here. You can judge, and this is the center of the mouth open here, and he got a chin here. All right, okay, I make it shorter. So let me see again. All right, it's about right. Under her ears, under her ears. Oh, let me see right here. Okay. So probably I need to make her eyes smaller. Okay, still trying to figure out. Okay. Okay, let me fix this part. Mouth. Okay, fix that later. All right. Yes, that's right. Maybe. Yes, you're right. Expand it. Right. You're right. That's right. Yeah, you have a good measurement there. So that's a face here. And right here should be same as this one or this one. So you see the height here. This is okay. And the wideness, as you mentioned there, it should be wider because I think I make it too narrow, right? So if you're right, then the way to change it is okay. You move out a little bit more right here. So the length, this distance is okay. And then the eyes area. Should be like this big. Yeah, that make her face wider. This side, the nose here. So here will be bright, and this will be bright. And then we will fix the detail later here, okay? Right here, and he got a nose right here, much bright here, and a little bit bright here. It's wide open there. And he got a face, this, so fat, much bigger. So I will do that later to compare to this size. Okay, so now we're going to draw the ear. So we leave this part, then the eye and the nose here, we already have a basic shape and a structure. Now I'm going to do, okay, so let me do this one. Okay, and now I'm doing the ear. All right, so he got the bright side here. This is the back of her ear, a little bit dark. Okay, and then this is the inside of her ear. Right here. So this on the edge here are very bright because of the light. So you have some hair. And then on this side, we got the outside green. Okay, and then this is her ear right here, the back. This is the inside of her ear. You don't make it too light. Okay, now we're going to draw this part, the shade is like this. Okay, now we're going to draw this part. And this part, this is the dark area, it's the back of the ear. It's not lighting up, it's not. There's not much light here, you cannot reach here, so all the back here, the shadow area. I've got a very light edge. So now this is the ear, the edge. Okay, so now this is the part of her eye. All right, and then this is a bright area right there. This very dark side right there. Okay, and give some light over here. Okay. This part a little bit dark, and this is much light. Middle, so okay. Yes, of course we have. We'll take a reference of your picture. You can 100% copy, and you like to pursue the exactly likeness. I think most people like to do that because it's a challenge. You like to draw as much as close as what you draw, so you can spend a lot of time to fix this problem. Especially, you use your freehand drawing. You will get a lot of troubles, and you cannot make a first judgment right. You have to make a reference. You have to wait to see if everything is right. So there's a lot problems there, and probably you cannot finish 100% the same. If that's as much as possible to do that, yes, we can spend more time there to get the exactly likeness. Okay, so now we have drawn the ear. Right, and now we're moving down to her face. Right here, he got some head over here, back there. So actually, he's going like this. Okay, and then this is the top of her hair. This the eye area, very white hair or skin, and then here, and this the forehead, this the eye corner. So as here, this the eye corner. All right, so this is the nose. And then we draw this part already, this mouth and nose. And we move in here. And we have a shape here. And this part is much darker here. And this hair over there. So now we're going to draw the chins. the cheek, the jaw area. This side is much brighter, so got a lot of hair in light under the sun, under the light, and then it turns to dark on the bottom. And then we move to this part. Okay, so this side is not so bright, but he got a supplemental light here, so you still got the good shapes of the light here, but not strong as here. So you get very light chalk here and keep the shapes correct. All right. And now we are going to draw her body. So the lights here, it got more hair in this area. So when it turns in here, it's a very dark and shadow area. So the stroke of your chalk becomes very weak, very gray. You don't push a lot dust of chalk on the board, so you touch it a little, very light, very lightly. Okay. So you touch it, then keep this side here as dark as possible to make the shadow right there. So the shadow is on the middle, right? Because they have both sides have some light, but on the left side it's much stronger. On the right side it's much weaker as a supplemental light. So this one here will be much light, will much bright, and here much gray, not so bright. Okay, and there's the hair at the bottom of her chin. All right, so now we have covered everything, all the fur of her face, from ear to eyes to nose to mouth to the body. We cover everything now. So next step, we're gonna to build all details. All right, so let's have a cup of coffee. I hope you have something to drink with when you watch my drawing. So have a good tea, have a good drink, have some good food, and enjoy the drawing. Don't feel frustrated. And just as I drew here, I feel I have a lot of problems to solve. But keep relaxed. We're just sharing what things happen in real. Okay, so this is a live show. Okay, so relax. See what problems we have, And then we will see what we can finish, we can achieve. Yeah, it's time for details. Yeah, let me have some good chalk ready. Let me see what I got. Okay, I have a very sharp tips. I have to make my chalk some with very sharp tips for the fine line. Okay, because we're going to do details. Of course, you can find a pencil, like this pencil. This is a chalk pencil. You can draw line, but it's not so bright. Sometimes I use it, but most of the time I use the chalk. And when I just sharp it, make it a fine tips on the top there. All right, so now let's get things down one by one. So we go to her eyes. Okay, challenging now. The first, I give the eyeball a shape that we need. He got much light here. So his eyeball is so dark like this. Okay, this is eyelid. And I need to draw her eye socket. So this is her eyelid here. This is a shadow right there. And he got some eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, mascara. There. I just leave the shape there. The black shade over here. Then this is some light. Okay, and then this is the eye area. This is the skin. Usually this is white over here. And then this is the bottom. Okay, I make the shapes. This more straight here. I think I have exaggerate a little bit of the size of her eyes. I make it smaller. And I give the shape up a little bit dim, not too strong. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Let me see. Yeah, this is a chalk pencil. Chalk pencil. Okay, let me see what this. I got this a long time ago. They call it white chalk. Let me see. Probably it works very well on paper, black paper. Not too good on blackboard. You see this called white chalk. So you can draw. Let me show you how it works there. You see, you can draw the line. You see the lines here? So you can draw the fine line and you can erase it. And you can call it a white pencil. Okay, but it's not so bright as chalk. You see the chalk? I can make this bright. And this, the most bright, will be like this. A little, some difference. Not as bright as a chalk. Okay? So yeah, it's helpful, but not all the time. Okay, so this part, I have to, I'm not doing right. I have to keep this line a little bit straight. Okay. This will be round and here a little bit straight here. Okay, so not right here. And I get to some shade here and some light area here. Okay, some okay, and he got the back. Why it looks different? Because he got the ear on the back as a background. Right there. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa, chalk pencil, yes. All right, then I'll move to the other eyes here. So I've cleaned up her eyes, the shape of the eyes. So this eyeball is so dark, as black as this one here. Okay, So I draw this outside refraction light reflect here of the eyeball, and then this is the eyelid here. Because this part you got much light there, so I have to make both eyes equal size. Okay, then this is okay, like this part. So his eyes like a crystal ball, very dark and reflective. And I haven't put the highlight over the eyes, so you don't see that it's so shiny like a crystal, because we haven't make all the reflective light there. Okay. Okay, and then he got the back here, the ear on the back. So make this part. I have to make them the same size. Very shiny. His eyes really, really fantastic. Because the light setting is good, too good. Okay, so we leave this part for later. Later on, we're gonna to draw more detail and some reflection there. So this is the bottom of the eyes, and then this is eyelids, not eyelid, on the eyebrow, like something bright color, bright hair. Okay, now I'm going to draw the nose. So his nose like this, open here, this is the center, and then he got the white hair here, so you know now you have the shape. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a nose. Okay, and then he got the white hair goes here. Okay, now this white. Here around. Okay, now we draw this part. So you see her nose is very cute, right? Got some hair, black hair here. We draw that later, but we will make the shadow here first. Okay, now I'm going to draw her mouth. We got mouth open here. we have not much talk now because I'm focused on drawing the detail. Okay, so take time. It takes time to build all the detail here. It's not so bright, but you can see that well. Yeah, I'm not talking too much now because there's a lot of detail work to do. Yeah, if you have any question, any comment, just leave there in our chatboard, and I will come back later to see if what I can answer your question or not. Well, I always feel sleepy. Yes, because of the asthma. Nobody talk. They just drawing. Okay, nice. That's why most people think art drawing is a kind of asthma. It's so relaxed. Because you're not drawing, just watching. So hang on there, man. Yes, I hope I can finish this fast, and I hope I can answer your questions, and I hope you can see from the beginning to the end. Okay, and okay, Tata Sushi, I think you've fallen asleep now. You are sleeping now, probably. You forgot to turn off your YouTube. Okay, no problem. You'll be back. You'll you'll be back anytime. All right. So now we join this part. We finish this. We're going to draw the ear. So we make it fast. Okay. Then I'm talking to you. Okay. So open your eyes. There's something miracle. Some nice looking drawing is coming on the way. Don't miss it. Yes, when you hear the chalk, the sound, the chalk hitting the blackboard like this, like fast and slow, some scratch, some pumping, it makes you look like to sleep. So calm, so relaxing. Okay. And then get some dark here, area here. So you don't do a lot here because it's already great area. Okay, now I'm doing this part. I make this area much brighter because it's the light. Okay, and this part is light. Okay, then the slide here. Okay, everybody wakes up, man. It's coming to the most important part of the drawing. Okay, I'm building the detail. Okay, then I build here. Now I drew this jar. Okay. And leave some dark the age here. Yeah, when I'm focused on my drawing, when I don't talk, and everybody here falling to sleep. So if next time you have trouble sleeping, turn to my channel, and you will find a lot of asthma works there. It will help you to fall into sleep because the chalk sound with the blackboard amazingly bring the peace of the world. Okay, so I got the black hair here. I got some here. I got a very bright color here, and then right here. All right, then I put some light. Here he got a very strong hair on the body, so you look like a very strong stroke. Okay, make this very weak and make the shadow here. Okay, and then this all right, everybody wake up. Okay, let me shape this one so I get this great shapes. Okay, so now this is the rabbit, and because not many people know how really a rabbit looks like, if you have never have a pet, with a rabbit, you probably don't know he looks like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do the last final touch of my drawing. Let me see how much time we spent. Ooh, almost 2 hours. That's right. It's about time to take a final touch of our drawing today. So now I'm going to draw the very tricky one, the tricky part. The light reflective and the light area. Okay, so now with this black here, and with her okay, I'm gonna give a light here So he got like very tricky because this part is much bright, and then he got okay, that's her eyes. Not too bright, a little bright. So I take out some light because this part is a supplemental light. It doesn't have a lot refraction here. So now I'm going to do this one. Got the light very strong here on this side. And then he got a very bright refraction here. On the top of her eyes. Okay, so he got a light right here. Got some light reflection here. All right, so okay. No, not yet. He got a lot of hair. So he got the final touch right here. He got, let me do the eyebrow here. Got eyes here. Some are black, some are here, a little bit black. And then I got a lot black hair. got black hair. Growing here from the nose. Okay, so he got black. Mouth here, but most of them are bright. And then he got a nose here. Okay, he got also he got the hair here a lot. You won't believe how many of them. Okay, so he got a lot. Hi, pot dragons. Hello. Yes, this is the rabbit, a really tough one. Much complicated because he got so much hair. All right, very unusual. Really challenging, this great rabbit. I need to fix this part a little bit. Yes, they got a lot of black and white hair everywhere. Hello, you should try pen and paper. Yeah, I tried it when I was young because nobody go directly to the chalkboard. Everybody start learning drawing from pen and paper, pencil and paper, and a lot of them. But chalk is not easy to draw, I know. And that's why we need some people willing to do this to show you we can draw with chalk. So I tried, I did, and you check my channel. Yeah, go through my channel. I have pen and ink drawing. I draw for designers. I draw people's portraits. I draw markers. So you can check my channels. Okay, I drew pencil, but too many people drawing that. So that's want to make my channel something special for some art media. Not many people draw and like to learn and don't know how. So I focus on the pen and ink, and also the chalkboard drawing, chalk with the regular chalk. Okay, so the chalk you see in the classroom when you are a small kid, the teacher use the chalk to write and to teach. All right. So this is what we did today. I hope you all enjoy this rabbit drawing. It's not easy. It's much complicated. And then I thought, all right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we have spent more than 2 hours. That's already good enough. Okay, this is the reference photo of our rabbit today. It's nice looking, but my drawing is still good, not too bad. Especially your drawing with a chalk. It's not a cigarette, it's a chalk. So you use just one chalk to create all the shades and create this on the blackboard. You know, there's a lot of blackboard in the restaurant and for advertisement, for poster, for menu. They use a blackboard. They have some illustrations, some text for advertising or announcement. So if you can draw, you can make your blackboard more interesting with more animal, realistic drawing of people and animals. And yeah, you have seen that some people have a blackboard wall at home, and you can draw art with a very big blackboard on the wall. So this is the rabbit. You don't have to be 100% the same. Exactly the same. You just make them as a member of the family. So you can tell they are from the same family. This probably you see here. Let me see, this is normal. This is the brothers, and then there's the sisters. They are coming from the same family. They are looking much alike. Okay, you don't have to be really like this drawing. People just drawing for fun, and you're drawing will be better and better if you pay attention and spend much time to chase the details, to refine the details. And you can make it just exactly as the photo here, or even more interesting than the pictures. Okay, so take a look. Okay. All right, so I say goodbye. And I draw the trouble drawing almost every other days, every 2 days. So come back, check my channel for next session of our live stream drawing. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Tape your screen for like, you like. Okay, tapes, and there's a lot of likes coming out. So I will receive your support. Thank you. Bye-bye. I see you next time. Be back on time. Okay, thank you.